Super Idol, dominated. Super Idol, Super Idol 的笑容都为你。Super Idol 的笑容。
すぐに戻って遅かったか
So hi everyone, it's me. I'm such a basic here. My voice is fucking sleepy right now because I'm that fucking dead ass guy. Just wake up, you know. I even miss my fucking math class, but whatever. I just need to make a fucking verse tutorial though. So today what I'm gonna be teaching you is how to make the 3D scene that I just bought 3 hours ago. You know, or some kind of rock 3D scene with some water in the ground and with the key in Attack on Titan floating in the middle. So today we're gonna be go ahead and do that. So to do this, you need to check the link right down in the description for all the 3D model, the material, as well as some of the other stuff to actually achieve that result. And also, I know the fucking internet is very sensitive nowadays, you know. I need to give credit to every fucking single thing. For this tutorial, 16% of them was inspired by VFX. It is a very helpful Element 3D tutorial YouTube channel. You should definitely check it out. I wanna be, leave the link right down in the description as well. And now let's get started. So basically, I'm in Adobe After Effects right now. The first thing that you need to prepare is a cloud footage to make the sky, some dirty lens. Actually, this one you can find on Optical flat texture folder on the plugin folder, and a galaxy pic which you can find right over there. So all the material also in the links in the description as well. So here I'm just gonna create a new folder. I'm gonna explain this one out so that you guys not gonna get confused by this shit right there. Alright, so first thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on the create a new composition. Here I'm gonna be name this one min, and here the side that I'm using as well. For the duration I'm just gonna be simply set it about 4 seconds or about 5 seconds, I guess. For the advanced, here is my motion blur setting, not too much, but it's also not way too little. So once you've done this, basically the first thing that we need to do is import the environment. We get the galaxy background right over there, so we're just gonna be simply drag it down into the composition, and then we're gonna be uncheck the eyes icon right over there. So once you've done this, we're gonna be right click on new, click on solid, and I'm gonna name this one element 3D. So once you've done that, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna be add the element 3D effect. It is a plugin from Video Copilot. If you don't have it yet, you can check the link in the description, where I also leave the download link as well. When you add the element 3D effect into the solid layer, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna start to import the 3D objects into each of the group in element 3D. And once you've done that, we're gonna be starting to actually I don't really actually know how to explain, but you're gonna adjust it to making it looking better. So now basically the first thing I'm gonna be import is a ground. So with the ground, you can download the ocean model, the 3D sequence by VFX as well. So we're gonna click on file, click on import 3D screen, and you're just gonna click on the folder ocean 2 right over there. We're gonna select the first OBZ layer here, hit open, and here is my setting for the first alignment. I'm gonna set this one at bottom, and we're gonna turn up opacity as well. Once you've done that, we're gonna hit OK, and we're gonna have a resource looking like this. We have a very looking cool water surface, but it's not getting textured yet. So if you guys do it correctly, it's just loading in 600 frame as well. So now to let you know, we're gonna do it, click on preset, then we're gonna use procedure to make the water, link in the description as well. We're gonna click on change lumen, click on blue glass. We're gonna have a blue glass surface like this, but before we do that, we actually can change the Y layer as well as the X layer to actually customize the water by doing this. So as you can see, we can making it a little bit flatter or something like this, so making it, you know, like there's surface higher like this. So I'm just gonna set it a bit, and then we're gonna scale this one up. So here is basically what I'm gonna do. And now the next thing that we're gonna do is gonna be drop this one down, click on the material. I'm sorry, my teacher is like talking like a fucking rapper right now. I'm just like, my ears is so fucking whatever it is. So we're gonna click on the Lomo bomb, and we're gonna be change the texture repeat from 1 by 1 to 10 by 10. This one basically looking at motion title, so yeah, there's no problem with that. We're gonna hit OK, and now when we're not, you know, zooming up into the water, as you can see, we have some texture right there. I'm just gonna set this one to 46. As you can see, we're gonna have a resource looking at this. So now for the basic setting, I want to set the diffuse color to black, reflexivity to black. We're gonna change the intensity up to 100, refraction into black as well, and everything basically done. Now what we're gonna need to do next is we're gonna be apply the environment into the ocean to stop make it looking like fucking toilet paper. So to do this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on OK, and we're gonna go into the custom layer, custom texture map. On layer 1, we're gonna click on from none to galaxy.jpg, aka the environment. So now we're gonna back to the scene setup, and we're gonna be go ahead and apply the environment into the 3D objects. So we're gonna click on environment, click on the button down there, click on custom layer 1, and now we're gonna be bring down the saturation down for about 73, the brightness actually down a bit, contrast down a bit, that's a bit everyone. And we're just gonna set this one a little bit, you know, like looking hella fucking deeper. So maybe this one is like a good enough setting for me. As you can see, we got a pretty nice water right over there. And now what we're gonna need to do next is we need to extend the ocean. So instead of scale this model, you can use you can hit OK, and we're gonna change the layer tab to, you know, plane, and we can actually duplicate this one. But here I don't really want to do that because it's gonna take pretty much time. So all you need to do right now is click on the model right there, Ctrl D, and then we're gonna hold shift on the keyboard, and we're gonna move this one over there, and Ctrl D once again, move this one, hold shape at that time as well, and then we're gonna be choose tutorial this one, Ctrl D, Ctrl D, oh shit, we're gonna put this one like this, and then we're gonna hold shape, put this one up as well. And finally, the last time, to make it looking much bigger, we need to make it looking very big like this. Now once you've done this, we're gonna be hide this layer right over there, change the group layer from 1 to 5 or maybe 2, it depends on you. By the way, we don't really need to actually set it at, you know, 1 or 5. And now the next thing that we're gonna do is I'm gonna hide this layer, and now we're gonna be working on the rock. So for the rock, we're gonna click on the model right over there. We have 2 different rock model here, link in the descriptions. I'm gonna click on one of them, and we're gonna drag this one out of the group, change this one back to group 1, and then we're gonna create a little group with this as well. Now here is basically what we have after importing the model. So once you've done that, as you can see, it's look kind of, you know, low quality, nice fucking Roblox texture, you know. So we're gonna turn off the drop texture for a better quality. As you can see, it's looking hella sexy right now. So the next thing that we're gonna do is actually we're just gonna leave it there, because you know there's not really much thing that we need to change on this one right over there, because everything is already set, you know, even the texture. We're just gonna set this one at group 1, and we're gonna go into this group right over there. You can add another one, but this time we're gonna remove this one out as well, set it at group 2. The reason for that is some of the setting I don't want it to apply into this layer, that's why I need to do that. And we're gonna go another time to have the models, the key model right over there. So we're just gonna click on the key model. Everything is in the description, by the way. We're gonna hit OK, and once you've done that, we're just gonna put this one right down of the group like this, turn it to group 3, add it into a group, and now as you can see it's looking small as fuck right now. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna click on normalize size. So once you've done it, actually you're gonna have the normal size now. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into material. We need to texturing this one, procedure, metal, and we're gonna click on metal clean, and you can see what is happened. Now we're gonna click on the material, and as you can see with the refraction, you can turn this one off. For the color, actually you can turn whatever color that you want. I'm just gonna set this one a the orange color, because I'm gonna be setting some lighting with this one later. So here is basically what actually all happened. There's not really much, you know, anything else than this. So yeah, that's really all about the settings. So now we're gonna hit OK. So when we hit OK, we're gonna have a really big piece of shit right now. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna be setting each of that. So to do this, actually should I actually open a tutorial about this? So wait, there's one more thing that I forgot to actually talking about is on this group we're gonna be changing the reflect mode from default to mirror surface, and yeah, we can turn this one on as well. So mirror surface is, you know, it does some reflection. So now what we're gonna do next is we're gonna be create a new camera layer. So Ctrl Shift Alt and C. Here is my camera setting. Hit OK. And now we're gonna hit C on the keyboard until it's showing some of the icon looking at this, you know. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna click C. We're gonna make this one down a bit actually until it's actually looking good for you. So here is a good looking for me. So what we're gonna do next is gonna be, you know, setting each of the elements. So you need to remember which one in which group. So for example, this one is a rock, so it's gonna be on group 1. The second one is also another kind of rock, but this one is not. It's all gonna be, you know, in another different setting. So for the group 1, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna be going ahead and go to particle replicator. We're gonna change the replicator shape from boy to layer grid. Oh, we have a lot of setting over there. Oh wait, let me give you a sec. I'm kinda, you know, dumbass. I'm a dumbass right now. So yeah, we're gonna change this one to 3D grid. Actually, I'm sorry, I apologize for that. And now what we're gonna do next is we're gonna be change the Y back to 1, because this one in a horizontal is on the Y, you know, Y position, so we cannot change that. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna be set the grid X number 5, grid Z number 7, I guess. And once you've done this, we're gonna set the shape scale. Put this one on different position like this, you can see we got a lot of different element right over there. And what we're gonna do next is we're gonna also scatter this one to making this one looking more randomly. So for this we're gonna go into replicator effects. We're gonna change the Z scatter to about 27 and the X replicator as well. As you should actually continue them wide with this a little bit because no one wanted to make it way too much. So here I'm just gonna change the C, the C high back a bit. I'm kinda drunk right now, I'm a fucking drunk ass motherfucker right now. That's basically what I am anyway. So yeah, what we're gonna do next is we're just gonna, adjust the C right over there. We're gonna adjust this one down a bit because I don't want it to make it looking high as fuck anymore. So 143, we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna pay that to every single thing over there. I'm just gonna make this one very fast because I don't want it to even speed up the videos. Come on man, I just woke up. So yeah, I hit online class as well. Like imagine my teachers see this video. I'm gonna be fucked up, but anyway, no one knows. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna create this one, and now it's will apply right now. As you can see, looking a little bit better right now. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna be put this one up a bit. It's gonna be a bit like this. We're just gonna set the grid X to 5. This one would be free actually. I don't really need that much different elements in this. Yeah, like this is good. Now what we're gonna do is, as you can see, we're gonna change the particle look, change the particle size up, a bit up, maybe 18, side random, got it. Analysis. We got a lot of differences right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and choose some of them. If it's looking hella fucking sexy, then I'm gonna go ahead and use that. Okay, so we got something like this. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna be. Alright, so here is basically what happened. You're gonna have a really good surface of water under this. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna be going ahead and we're gonna enable the second group. For the second group, what I'm gonna do is for the particle look, I'm just gonna set this one a humongous big bows looking up like this. Put this one up, as you can see, it's a really big pieces of grass. So we're just gonna put this one up, put this one out, put this one inside, something like this. Probably, I want to make this one like pretty far away, but also I wanted to make this one big, really big. You know what I mean? This is a little bit of mountain from the far away. Really far away like this. Yeah, looking pretty good. So we gotta change the rotation as well. Alright, so since we got something looking at this, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna keep going with the third group. This one is the group for the keys, so we're not gonna be talking about this right now. For the fourth group, I just even fucking forgot what is this group. Now bro, come on, I'm just 15 years away now. I'm starting to actually, I forgot something. Yeah, and I imagine when I'm 30 or something like this. But anyway, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go ahead. I guess we're just gonna set this one back to 0. White scatter is not really necessary. I regret using that fucking thing right now. it's gonna look nice. I don't know why, but the island, look at it, at this. It's look hella fucking flat, bro. Alright, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna create a new layer. And just save Alt and Y, link that into the layer. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna click on B, making this one really far. You can choose some places, maybe this place is good for a little key floating up on the island like this. And then what we're gonna do is position, put this one over there and move it until the end. When you're done, now we're gonna make something looking like this, come from really far away, and you can see it's gonna be something like this. And we're gonna be to apply on the keyboard. We're gonna change the speed grab. So who don't know what is speed grab? That is speed grab, but I don't really think that you guys don't know about it. Like for real though. So here basically what is gonna be happen on the scene that you're gonna using, it's gonna be like this. I'm not even turn on, you know, like motion blur. That it's probably gonna be looking better with motion blur, but bro, like imagine turn on motion blur right now, it's gonna be just go ahead and try my fucking PC. But yeah, whatever it is, now we're gonna be talking about lighting. So as you can see on the focusing right there, we need to be focused on the lighting. So for the lighting, what we're gonna do is Ctrl Shift Alt and L to create a new light layer. We're gonna use spot 9 with the color, or maybe orange like this with the intensity of 300. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna be turn on cast shadow as well. Here's what I'm using. So yeah, maybe you can use Baronel. This is another different setting. Here I'm gonna use boy, I guess. So when you've done this, it's gonna be showing up some fucking yellow shit dating like this. So now to adjust the light layer at the right spot, you're not gonna do that by your hand. What you're gonna do is we're gonna go to utilities right over there. We're gonna click on the select 2D position, click on that, click on the position the one. Here we go, click on generate. It's gonna be generate a 3D position value. So just click D on that new, Ctrl C and Ctrl V into this. And now here's what we have. So we're just gonna put this fucking straight up. Some Z a bit, maybe like this is good. Yeah, this one is good. And now we're gonna be make the line only at a little spot. We don't want to make it like looking hella fucking big like this. So to do this, we're gonna go into element 3D, scroll down, and we're gonna find render setting. On render setting, we're gonna be click on lighting, and what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna be use the light full of value right over there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set it at 20, maybe some kind of value like that. As you can see, it's gonna be looking like this, bruh. And now here's what I'm actually talking about. Like I said, as you can see, oh come on. So we're just gonna be change the lighting like this. That's a little bit of lighting, is you know, still good enough for a scene like this. And we're gonna create more knife from all the side. So Ctrl Shift Alt Y, we're gonna be create a new 9 layer. For this one, I'm just gonna set this one maybe a bit of blue with the tab of maybe, yeah, this one is still good. So we're just gonna be go ahead and Ctrl C, Ctrl V. We also got the little fucking knife right there. But I want to move this one to this side like this, and we're gonna duplicate this one, put this one right over there. For this one, I want to change the color by double A. Like, oh shit, so click on the layer, double A's. Bro, what happened? Like, is this how? Oh yeah, I'm still on this keyboard. Fuck, bro. Double A is gonna be showing up the intensity. What we're gonna do is we're gonna change it into red. And yeah, that's gonna be like, you know, your favorite color, whatever color it is you want to. I'm just gonna set this color. So to do this, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna be go ahead and we also gonna be copy the key layers, which is group 3 I guess, and we're gonna go into the particle replicator, and now we need to be looking up at the value of this one, 671.7. You don't really need to have the type it exactly. 6.7 by 455. I'm going to this one. Let's see, 111.3.6. Over here is what we have. Now I don't really think anything like that's actually group 3. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a check first. I'm sorry about this. So actually in group 3. Yeah, it's group 3 guys. So it's okay. Now what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go into this. That's gonna be you know, trying to get this one into the scene. This is on 11. Oh no. On boy 3.6. Oh wait. So I think it's still gonna be, you know, like copy the fucking position. Alright, so for the key I'm gonna generate a Louis layer that's gonna be, you know, used to control this one. So we're gonna create group Louis, click on create, and now we're gonna have group 3 Louis for the create. And as you can see, I saw the Louis right over there. Looking for it. Fuck, I'm gonna bring that one right into the middle. Move this one back to 100%. And as you can see, our keys is finally fucking back. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on S on your keyboard, making this one small as fuck because no one wants to make a key looking even bigger than the dick. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this one around this value. Alright, so as you can see, it's gonna be depend on how close or how far that you want the key. Oh yeah, it's finally end the fucking online class. Alright, so we're good now. We saved now, guys. So what we're gonna do next is when you click on it, as you can see, we're gonna have a little key over there. So wow, it's looking all fucking good. I'm just gonna boot this one up like this, and we're gonna change the Y rotation a bit. As you can see, we got a really nice thing right over there. So for the Y rotation, I'm gonna use a coordinate time 40. It's gonna be rotating, you know, basically the key that's gonna be rotating. And for the key, we're gonna pull this one up, and now I'm gonna be teaching you how to do a really simple up and down animation. So to do this, actually you're just gonna be simply make a new keyframes, and we're gonna set, you know, the Y value. So we're just gonna set this one maybe 1.5 seconds. We're gonna set this one from 389 to 399. Or maybe you wanted to make into some updates, you're gonna change this like this. So here I'm just gonna change that, so 79, and then we're gonna be copy this value, Canton C, and we're gonna go into 3 second Canton V, and then what we're gonna do next is we're gonna be easy ease by select all the keyframe and easy ease, and now we're gonna be left click into the time was right over there. I want to set the code loop out open slash. We're gonna set it to ping pong, and now we're gonna be click it out. So it's gonna be float up and down every time, you know. It's just basically what's gonna be happen. My PC is like hella fucking charged right now, so don't talk why it's so slow. Now the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna be looking up at some of the other setting. So we're gonna go into element 3D. We're gonna go into this. We're gonna be scroll down and we're gonna be take a look at the ambient occlusion. Oh come on, there's someone that fucking call me, bro. Wait, give me a fucking sec. Alright, so I'm back. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna be enable AO, which as you can see is awesome, do a very good effects. For the shadow, we're gonna be enable this one on. We're gonna set this one to ray track. I'm just temporarily gonna set this one at 1 because if you set it at 5, it's gonna be very slow rendering. And fog. So fog, we're gonna set this one, you know, at some of the distance. Maybe like this, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some fog into that. But here you can see that there's nothing in the background, you know, behind this one. So I'm just gonna try to move an element into that place, so actually you guys could see what actually happening. I cannot even see that fucking shit, bro. So yeah, just give me a sec. I'm acting an old motherfucker. Wait, give me a sec. I'm just gonna turn off the shadows because this one, you know, it's really heavy. So I'm just gonna set this one like this. So yeah, basically that is a good, you know, good result now. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna be enable some, you know, some fog. So for the fog, this one, you know, really simple. We're just gonna keep everything as simple as possible. So we're gonna go into fog. We're gonna enable the fog. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna first of all we're gonna change the color to the atmospheres. So we wanna change this one to dark, really gray blue. And we're gonna change the opacity up to 7 or 80. We're gonna change the start for distance a bit like this, and we're gonna change this one to exponential. We also change the force rate up a bit, just a bit, guys, like this. So when you done this, we basically done with most of the 3D basic stuff. Now we're gonna duplicate the element 3D. I'm gonna name this layer key. I wanted to make the key a little bit glowing. So to do that, we basically on this second layer, we're gonna be turn up everything except the key, which is on group 2. This is group 3. The key. So when you done this, we only have the little fucking key alone right now. We're gonna add optical glow, which is an effect from VFX, link in the description as well. So once you add optical glow, as you can see, this one looking really nice, and I think it's done is even better than deep glow. So we're gonna set the colorize up to like this. Looking good enough. And now we're gonna be unsolo this one, put the mode back to add, and here is what happened. Now we kinda done with everything. Now we got every single thing that we are looking for. We basically done with all of them now. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put the cloud down. For the cloud, actually I'm just gonna put this one up like this. It's just gonna be very this whole shape on the keyboard to actually scale like that. And now we just gonna be, you know, trying to make this one looking hella fucking sexy, bruh. Alright, gonna scale this one down up a bit, move this one up a bit, and then we're gonna use curve. So for the curve, we're gonna add curve into this, making this one darker, like really dark. and then we're gonna add hue and saturation. This one is kind of easy though. Put this one down a bit as well as change the hue to actually mix with the color. We're just gonna set this one like this. And then what we're gonna do next is that's basically actually we don't really need to actually care about anything else. I'm just gonna set the fog down a bit. Fog it a bit too much for me. And we're gonna make the haze. So for the haze actually I'm just gonna create a new solid. I wanna name this one haze. Put this one on top of the cloud layer. We're gonna add optical flare. Add optical flare into the scene. We're gonna click on clear all, glow. That's all. We're gonna change the scale, decrease the brightness. Put it right over there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna be stretching this one out like this. What we're gonna do here is actually we're just gonna set the brightness that was something like this. And now put this one down like this, and then we're gonna change this one using CC tuner. Change this one into some color that we want to. Here we're gonna use simply blue color with the highlight. Actually, we're just gonna go ahead and use blue as well. Oh shit! Yeah, something like this. And that's basically what we wanted to do. So we said this one would be 30. And then we're gonna set the haze to screen. And we got the haze, a little bit of haze around this. And now what we're gonna do next is we're gonna add some effect to actually making this one looking more realistic. So to do this, what we're gonna do is Ctrl Alt Y to make a new adjustment layer. I'm gonna name this one rays. So for the rays, we're gonna add side effect. Link in the description. This is a fucking plugins. And when you add that, we're gonna click right at the middle, move this one up. We need to make some heavy lighting. So we're gonna move the cloud layer down as well. I wanted to find the highlight. Here we go. So we're gonna change the rays, the boy on top over there like this. We're gonna change the ray left to set the colorize to one corner. Change the color to blue, really blue, something like this. And what we're gonna do actually is we're gonna also mask this layer right over there like this. And just make a simple mask like this. So once you do this, we're gonna click on M, invert it, and then we're gonna map feather like this. And also we're just gonna bring this one down a bit as well. Trying to make like some of the haze and stuff. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try to decrease the to make the rock darker. So we're gonna add curve into the first layer. Put this one down. Yeah, it's looking much better now. And also the cloud, I'm gonna put this one down as well. With the haze, we're gonna change this one. And now the last thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna be Ctrl Alt Y. We're gonna add some CC into this. CC is gonna be depend on what you want to. So I'm just gonna add look effect. Go to edit, and there's already a lot of different presets for you to choose. So that's kind of easy, We're gonna go into look. We got a lot of different CC. Looking hella fucking sexy, bruh. maybe I'm gonna do this one on the camera. I'm just gonna add on the lens. We're gonna add a sharpless, chromatic aberration. So a sharplet, keep it there. This one, set this one at 1. This one, yeah, hit okay. We got the CC, and that's basically all. Now we're just gonna go back and enable some of the thing that we did disable last time. We're gonna go into shadow, put this one up to 5. I'm just gonna keep it at 1 because bro, it is so slow, girl. And yeah, that basically all how to make a 3D cinematic scene in Element 3D today. So I really hope you guys are gonna be enjoying the tutorial, and see you tomorrow. I'm trying to post like fucking 2 videos in a day, you know.